welcome back to PixelMgc. So today we're going to learn how to create modern visiting card. I have already created a video on modern visiting card before, and today I have already, you can see on the screen, this type of card we are going to make in this tutorial. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first of all, today I have chosen CorelDraw to design the whole visiting card. So first of all, you have to take a canvas or screen of 86 into 55. The right hand part I'm going to place the logo here, and this part will put the name of the proprietor, and the bottom left part will put all the information like phone number and all such things. So first of all, I'm taking a pen tool to draw the shape. Holding shift to make a straight line, and by selecting the adjustment tool, I'm making some adjustment. Here I have to choose curve to make little bit smoother around the corner, and by clicking the anchor points, making it look like proper, a perfect shape. Again, using the pen tool to draw the bottom half of left side. Here, selecting the corner, making it smoother, and by clicking the anchor points, make some adjustments. I'm just dragged a line out of the sidebar. You can do it very easily. Just hold the mouse to the side of the side panel and drag it toward the screen. It will create a virtual line to make it easier to choose when all the shapes are properly aligned or not, and making some final adjustments. After you satisfy with the result, just go through the line, the virtual line. Now I'm not satisfied, that's why I'm just making some adjustments. So after you satisfy, click on select tool, I'm going to make it a little bit down. Now here I have selected and press delete. Now to create a rhombus like shape, I'm going to shape and drag it down, making some adjustment by holding that red button. And going to transform tool and create a copy out of it. And another another one. 3 copy I have created to which will be used for first one for mobile number, second one is for email ID, and third one is for the location, that means the address of the client. By selecting both of them, all the 3 shape, I'm going to arrange, then arrange and distribute, and here click on distribute and click on space, then press OK. It will be evenly distribute the whole shape between the first shape and the last shape selected. Now again selecting both the shape, going to effect and click on power clip, place inside a shape. So right now it's just went through by cutting out the extra part. It just work as clipping mask on Illustrator. Now I'm open the logo what we have already designed, and here I just taken a color panel to choose some color out of it. That doesn't much more necessary, but for my reference I have taken it. If required, I can choose some color out of it. Now coming back to the logo, selecting them and Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy paste on the visiting card. So the name I don't require, though I can type it out. So I'm just ungrouped it to extract the logo out of whole combination. Now making it resize and place on its proper place. Here is the area I have to, as I have mentioned mentioned earlier, that I have to put the logo over here. And underneath I want to type it out, all the name. Here time to change the font. The font you can see while I am selected, or you can find it in my description, the font used over here. So making some adjustment by holding the corner. Here don't require to hold shift or anything else, you can just hold the corner and drag it towards or upwards to decrease or increase the size. Here I am made a copy out of it by using transform tool, because in CorelDraw you can't copy using Ctrl C and Ctrl V. It's okay, or you have to use transform to copy of a shape or any text. For the store name, the main name, I have used little bit bold letter, and for the rest of the part I have used smaller letter and different color also. I have just tried to match the actual logo, the same format or same feel it should be on this visiting card. So these are not required anymore. Now I want to put a divider, a gradient look line in between the name and the tagline, not really tagline, it's a part of the store. The main name I just put it above. So by selecting fill and the fountain fill, I have taken effect is radial, and two colors I have used, that is white and orange. It will give a faded effect to the whole logo. So here I have tried to put some color on the shapes. These are the experimental color. I'm just trying to some kind of experiment. Finally, whatever it looks better, that color and fonts will be used. So first of all, you don't bother about the color, just give a color to distinguish each and every shape, because if you put a single color, then you may not be easily distinguish the shapes. So I have just used different colors for different shapes, and finally in the final outcome I may change the whole color thing as per its requirement. Actually, most of the time it's better to use the colors which are used in logo, and the visiting card sometimes look simple or sometimes a little bit modern one. As I have told you, you have to give some modern look. That's why sometimes it requires some fancy colors. Though here is the proprietor name. The font I want to change because by default it's Arial, so I just change the font. All this font information you can get it from the description. So here also I want to use some dual tone effect. Two colors I want to use over here. So this whole name is little bigger, that's why the middle name I just got it out. I have decided to use a single letter. So for maiden name I'll use different color, and the subtitle of the name will be different color. From the middle part to the title it will be in different color. So I'm not satisfied with the colors, that's I'm just changing it. Now as a request, the client has requested to put his nickname, in which name he normally known. So I'm just using his nickname under the main name. Here I did some mistake that I resized it vertically and horizontally also. You don't do that. Better to drag it from corner so that it will not fluctuate or not disturb the actual shape of the font face. So I'm just having some different font as I'm not satisfied with the result. So this is the final one, this could be the final one. See, these colors I'm going to change later if it don't look good. This looks better. Now for the shapes, these shapes should be visible as it is became the background. I have put it inside the shape, so I'm just making some change over here. I just want to cut it out, the portion from the whole shape. The bottom part, left bottom part shape, I just use shape builder and press back minus front. So see the shape what you are seeing over here, these are just I have copied out from background to foreground, but finally realize that as it is in background it should remain there because the extra part should not be visible. So I made some change with the design. So here small lines I'm going to use to give some different effect, different look. And as much as time you can take to play with the color or play with the design, you do, because the time, much more time you spend, you could get a better result. Now I'm just having some change in color. Now for the logo, here I have skipped a step, that QR code. You can see the right part of the logo is a payment code. Is by scanning that code you can make payment, and this is a phone pay link. Now for mail symbol, this symbol I have already created. You can also get to download all these symbols from description. The symbols are in PDF format, so you can change its color, is safe, and customize it as of your choice. Now for the time to type phone number, the phone number and all the information in a visiting card normally are typed in small letters, and try to use 9-point or 10-point max for these informations as the size of the font. Now I'm going to transform, create a copy out of it. See the right hand Docker panel where I am just used that transform and all the tools. If those tools are not visible on your CorelDraw, then you can go to Windows and Dockers. Under that we can find all the tools, all the editing tools used in CorelDraw. So as per your requirement you can put it on right hand side, and then no need to place it anywhere else. It automatically find its position to be in the interface. So for mail ID it's a bit bigger one, that's why I just change the size of the whole sentence. Now for location part I am going to use QR code again. I have already created that from online. You can go to any means in Google you can search QR code generator. So I have just entered the actual address of the shop and make there. So final is this. As I told you that I want to make some change, so I just decided to go with the colors I have used in logo. So I just make white for the background, and for green mostly I've used in whole card. Now for the back part, sorry, one more thing is left. I just want to have a picture of grocery store, as it's a grocery store, so I want to have some grocery items in visiting card also with a faded look that will not be clearly visible, that is used as a watermark. So I'm going to make it transparent and put the value to 85 to 90, a little better, yes, and put this one as the background. So I just cut it out, double click on the shape and paste it over here. See, by the double click, after double click it will be go to the background only if you have created a box around the whole canvas. Now for the bottom part, here also I have given some background color as light yellow for both the front and back. I'm using again the shape and going to add some more effect. To do that, I'm just using shape tool, shape builder tool to cut it out. I have deleted the QR code for payment, it's not required from on back side. Selecting both the shape, going to shape builder and minus front. So one part is over. Now doing the same thing for the rest of the part, using some shape, or you can draw any kind of shape and selecting both of them. You can weld, means for joint. You can subtract from front, subtract from back, as you required. So I'm not satisfied with the result, that's why I'm drawing it again. Selecting, well, here I'm just making some adjustment. Now selecting both the shape. Here are some glitches, so I'm just make it smoother by clicking on it using direct selection tool, making it smooth. Okay, that's fine. Now selecting both, minus front, and here I have deleted the rectangular part and making it smoother. On the upper part also, the left hand side upper part, draw a shape using pen tool and selecting both of them, went to shape and minus front. Now for some extra information on the back side, as the what type of service and how many services are provided in this shop, just type it out and will use some effect to make it look better. For the logo part, I don't want to put the same kind of logo. I just want to have a background for the whole one. Taken two circle, the outer circle is blue and the inner circle is white, and I pressed Ctrl page down to move the shapes underneath the logo. Always remember here, if you want to put anything under any other shape you have to use control paste down, and for to make it front, to bring it front, you can use control paste up. Holding control you have to do all the stuffs. Now here also I am copied out those shapes I have used for front end of the visiting card. I'm just copied out those shapes and using the same shapes over here. Making 4 copy out of it. Making some adjustments. So this name should be built a little bit smaller to make it more visible. So in the background also I have used some mandals, so you can also find my other tutorial how to make it. So I have just used those mandals in background by reducing its opacity level to 85% or 90% would be good enough. So here opacity is not there, here transparency is an effect which can be used to reduce the opacity of the any kind of image or any text or anything else. So you can see the final outcome over here. I have already previewed it in beginning of this video, so let's enjoy and try to do it with ease. Thank you very much, have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.